Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Marlon, your money coach. You guys, what are we doing when it comes to auto loans, when it comes to vehicles? What are we doing in 2025? There have been over 2 million car repossessions already this year. And that number is expected to be over 3 million by the end of the year, which we're very close to the end of the year right now. What are we doing? There have been over 7 million repossession assignments. But the repo man just hasn't gotten out to get the vehicles yet, or maybe they can't find them because sometimes we know people will hide these vehicles. Y'all, I've even heard that there are people who are purchasing vehicles, not making the first payment on them and just driving them around until, I guess, the repossession man finds the vehicle. So for that 3, 4, 5, 6 month period, they're just driving around looking good. They're driving around enjoying these vehicles, traveling, putting miles on them, and have not made the very first payment. What are we doing? Let's take a look at these few video clips of people having their vehicles actually repossessed, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about what's happening. Why are people doing this?
Well, there goes somebody's vehicle. They're going to come out of Walmart. There goes their beautiful car. They're going to have definitely a bad day. Coming out of Walmart with groceries and stuff, and the car is totally gone.
Now, I'm not too quick to beg, but one person I'm going to beg down is that car note place. I'm gonna beg them down. Please put in my notes that I called y'all and let y'all know that I don't have a job right now, and I don't start working until the next week, and I need y'all not to come get my car, please. Okay, I'm on some hard times. I'm gonna pay it. I'm gonna pay something, but it won't be the full amount. So just, stop scaring me with the garbage truck pulling up thinking it's the repo people. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay.
Hey y'all, so last night when my husband came home from work, our battery failed. The car shut off in the driveway. We were just like, what is going on? What is this about? But what I didn't tell the world is that we have been struggling to pay our car note, and we fell so far behind, wanted to repossess the car. We tried to modify the loan, do all that we can because the bill is just incredibly high. And we were pretty much upside down on our loan. I've been praying, I've been asking God just for guidance and working with my therapist and all these things, and just detaching myself from trying to control this situation, because I'm like, if God doesn't want us to have this car anymore, then it hurts and it's gonna be hard for our family because we only have one car. But if this is what he wants, I gotta trust him in it. I left the car out all night in our driveway. Nothing happened. We were like, we gotta make some decisions on how we're going to proceed with this car situation. This morning, we had to Uber the kids to school in the rain. And, we were like, well, maybe we'll just try to get a cheap battery while we still try to figure out what to do about this car. And honestly, in my spirit, I felt like God was just saying to let it go. Just let it go, and if you trust me, just let it go. But, the flesh side of us is like, we have things that we have to get done. And so my husband, God bless him, and our neighbor went and found a battery for the car, got it up and running, a couple errands to run. And while we were on our last errand before getting our kids, the car got taken. We had to walk home. And I've been really calm. I've been really saying, God, I trust you. And I can only control what I can control. And I felt like he's asking me to let this go. But the timing of it was just so bizarre. Like, we just paid money to put a battery in it just to get to and fro, at least for the rest of the week, even if it was another 2 weeks until the kids get out of school, and our car got taken. I feel like my faith is really being put to the test. If I say I trust God, he's like, trust me with this. I don't know how we're gonna get through this. I trust God. And I'm just putting this out there because the testimony from this is gonna be big. I don't know what God is gonna do. I know that he's gonna turn my sorrow into joy. I know that he's not gonna leave us hanging. Just want this to be a marker so that when he does what he says that he can and will do, that I can look back on this and it'll be a testimony.
I cried so much last night that my eyes aren't working right today, which I guess is good. I don't have to drive today because I don't have a car. Having your car repossessed is so scary. I don't know how I'm going to get my kid to school. You know, we live in the middle of nowhere, so there's no buses, there's no transportation. It is autistic, and obviously last night them taking the car was very stressful for her, and she's really worried. I've tried to tell her that everything's going to be okay, but I don't even believe it myself. So, have I told you the story about how I ended up with this car? One day before my ex was going to abandon our family and move to California and take our only car, they finally, I guess, you know, had some sense of reality sink in that I wasn't going to be able to take our kid to school or get groceries or survive without a car. They took me to a car lot one day before they left and picked out a car. I remember they had the 6-figure salary. They had the credit. I was a stay-at-home parent and homeschooling our child, but transitioned her to public school right before my ex left. I had like a month notice that they were leaving. They took us, got this car, the divorce is final, and they stopped paying support. And so I can't pay for the car because I don't make a 6-figure salary. And I've been out of the workforce for almost 20 years. I am disabled and I'm solo parenting an autistic child by myself and dealing with the grief of losing both my parents in the last year and a half. I'm sorry to repeat myself. If you follow me, you know all this stuff. I guess this is for the new folks. I just really thought with the holidays coming that my Etsy shop would pick up, and you know, I'd been doing so much better on DoorDash. I had made like $250 this week. Like, I'm dashing 7 days a week and working on my on my shop. Even yesterday when my car got repossessed, I had worked all day, 8 till 2, came straight home, filled my Etsy orders that I could fill, and then went back into town and took them to the post office, and then came back home, and I was going to do more Etsy work, and then that's when they showed up and took my car, and I have been crying ever since. I just need a break, you know? Like, why does all of this horrible stuff keep happening to me? I am trying my best. I keep trying so hard. You know, I'm in therapy and I've been working through a lot of problems that I have with feeling confident and working outside the home, and I'm trying my best. I can't cry anymore today because, like, I can't even see. My eyes hurt so bad. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. My Etsy is Lavender and Stardust if you want to go on there and check out things I make and buy something. That's all I got.
So my car was repossessed. And I mean, a lot of people don't talk about repossession processes. Like, they don't tell you that once your car, they might send you a text message notification or something and saying that they're going to come get it, but you don't know when they're going to come get it. And because of that, if you have all your belongings in that car, they will give you the runaround just so you can get back to your stuff, okay? So you can get your stuff back in your possession. They repossessed not just the vehicle, but they had took the car seats, my backpack, my wallet, everything. All my kids' stuff, all my stuff, everything was collected when they took my car. And, I mean, if you know, you know. Most women, you know, some people, we keep our stuff. We keep necessities in the car because you never know when it, you know, might have a rainy day or whatever. And that's me. I had a lot of stuff in my car.
This is crazy. Let me give you 3 quick reasons why the numbers on auto repossessions have gone through the roof. Number one, it's the average cost of a vehicle, of a brand new vehicle in America right now is north of $50,000. Yeah, you can find some that are probably less than that, but that's the average cost for a vehicle. We're not talking about a low cost of living type of home or something like that. We're talking about something that you drive around in that's losing value the very minute you drive it off the lot. Y'all, $50,000 is the average price. And what are the payments on these new vehicles? Well, in America today, the average price per month on a brand new vehicle in America today is $749 per month. Let that sink in. And the average car price per month for a used vehicle right now is $529 per month. Y'all, I want you to think about that. That's number two. The reason why the repos or the repo numbers have gone sky high right now is because of the monthly payments. Y'all, people are hiding are hiding their vehicles so they can't be repossessed. Number three, let's move on. Number three is actually two things in one, but the cost of insurance and then the cost of repairs for these vehicles. Guess what? If you're buying a brand new vehicle in 2025, your Uncle Ray can't fix it. You can't take it to the shade tree mechanic to get these things fixed. Sometimes you can't even get the oil changed by a mechanic that operates under a shade tree. Now, if you don't know what a shade tree mechanic is, I'm gonna just let you go and Google that so you can find out what a shade tree mechanic is. But they can't fix a lot of these vehicles now because they don't have the technology to actually fix these vehicles. That's by design, okay? It is by design. Y'all, these car payments are crazy. These are the three things or the three reasons why auto repossessions have gone through the roof. So for a quick review, the three reasons why auto repossessions have gone through the roof. Number one is the average price of vehicles in America right now, or a new vehicle, is $50,000. Number two is the monthly payment on vehicles has gone through the roof. Average payment for a new vehicle is $749. The average payment for a used vehicle is $529. Now, the average interest rate for a new vehicle is around a little above 6%. Now, guess how much it is for a used one? It's a little above 11%. And then number three is the cost of insurance and maintenance on these vehicles. Those are the three reasons that I believe auto repossessions have gone through the roof. You can avoid just about all three of these things by getting you a good quality used vehicle. You guys, what are you paying per month on your car, on your vehicle? Are you trying to hide your vehicle because the repossession man may come and get it? Has there been an assignment to repossess your car? Listen, you can find quality used vehicles that will last you a long time and that you could probably pay cash for. Or if you can't pay cash for it, start to save up some money. If you can't save up money, you may need to just finance a vehicle that's $5,000 to $10,000 that you can pay off very fast. Now, I'm not a proponent of financing vehicles. Me and my family don't finance vehicles. However, if you've got to finance a vehicle that's $5,000 to $10,000 versus one that's $50,000, which is the average price, I think I would tell you to go ahead and finance that $5,000 to $10,000 vehicle. I know people will say, but I got to have a reliable vehicle. I have to travel for work. I've got a 1 hour commute to work. I've got to commute and take my children to school, all these sorts of things. Find you someone that can okay, so let's go back. If you find you a vehicle that looks nice, that's an actual used vehicle. Those are the types of vehicles that the shade tree mechanics can still actually work on and still actually test them for you to let you know, hey, yes, that car has good bones. This car will last you another 5 to 10 years if you keep the maintenance up on it. So those are the types of things or the types of steps that you can take to actually save money when it comes to auto loans, when it comes to spending lots of money on buying a vehicle. You don't have to go and finance a $50,000 car to have a reliable vehicle to drive to work. You just don't have to do that. I know there are many people that think you have to do that and you've got to do it. To each its own. However, you could save yourself a lot of headache if you were to go and get you a nice, reliable, used vehicle. This is Marlon, your money coach. You guys, I want to know what you're driving in the comment section. Have you ever had a vehicle repossessed before? I didn't even really get into talking about how this affects your credit if you care about what your credit looks like. These are some things that will drop an atom bomb on your credit. Hey, listen, drop a comment down in the comment section. I want to have a conversation with you about the auto repossessions that are going on in 2025. Until next time, this is where we make money make sense for you.